if you like what you see. Then please subscribe, eh? And if you like what we do, then smash that like button too. And if you like to drag it down, leave a comment down below. I like Radar Crypto. I like Radar Crypto. I like Radar Crypto. Radar. Take back what's been stolen from me, little by little, piece by piece, until I'm complete. I got my eyes on you, and you got no clue what I'm supposed to do. I can't help myself. Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece, until I'm complete. No, you wouldn't take what's not yours. If you know who I am, when the night will fall, I'll haunt your dreams. Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece, until I'm complete. Till I'm complete. Piece by piece, I take back. Little by little, piece by piece, I take back. Little by little, piece by piece, I take back. Little by little, piece by piece.
V6 for the EV, ride around my city. You should come ride with me, yeah. Feel me if you hear me sip water like a fish, sip box water to the gillies, yeah. This a new wave, this a takeover. Do it for the future, time to get a world a makeover. Time never stops, no the timing is not. Time to clean up the block. Streets been a mess, how can I breathe? Smoke in the air, pure gasoline. I see the news, see what you read. Change gotta come, put that on me and watch me educate. Yeah, we been, could've started, but it's never late. Do it for my kids, yeah, let's set it straight. Do it for your kids, gotta set it straight. It's time to regulate, we need change now. We need solar, we need EV in the game now. Make it changes so the earth we know can stay around. Make it changes cause we had no time for playing around. Let's quit the playing around. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, work as a team. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Stuff on the floor, sweep up the scene. We going green, we going green. New car goes zoom, but it's quiet. You can hear me come and think I'm lying. If I said I'm perfect, I'd be lying. I can say I'm perfect, but I'm trying. I'ma give my all till I'm dying. I'm the new Captain Planet, here to make changes, not damage. World on my shoulders while I'm standing. I'm the new Captain Planet, here to make changes, not damage. World on my shoulders while I'm standing. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Stuff on the floor, sweep up the scene. We going green, work as a team. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Stuff on the floor, sweep up the scene. We going green, we going green.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive. Can't stop thinking about you day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down, yeah, you make me smile. You're the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. Everything I needed. Never thought I'd meet someone like you. You know you are the reason. The reason why I feel like I can fly. Thinking about you day and night. I love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down, yeah, you make me smile. You're the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. I wanna hold your head, you're everything that I desire. Every time we touch, we can set the world on fire, world on fire. I wanna hold your head, you're everything that I desire, I desire. Every time we touch, we can set the world on fire, world on fire. I just wanna look into your eyes. You know you make me feel like I'm alive.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
You are, you are, you
Ladies and gentlemen.
are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are.
Dude, are you ready to go yet? Come on, chop chop. People out here waiting on you. Go, come on. What's up? You ain't famous. You can't act like this yet. Eat the damn green M&Ms. Pick them out yourself. I quit. I'm done. I'm done. Push the button yourself. I'm done. Hey. Don't walk up like that. Hey.
Was it this one or the other one? Last thing I'll ask, promise. A button is a button until it's not. For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Unless it's the old like button. Happy hump day, everybody. It is hump day, right? Welcome to Late Night Crypto Charts with the Road Dog. My name is Lane, and I am your guide tonight as we take a look at the crypto market. Tonight, I've got my game plan is to go over some nice swing trades. Not everybody can afford to be a day trader and spend all their days in front of the charts, and why would you want to? Unless you're a weirdo like me. But these are some nice swing trades of some things that are getting ready to jump that haven't quite popped off just quite yet. You've been watching all these other ones pop off and make some tremendous gains. These are some of the signs that they're getting ready to. We're going to take a look at some of those tonight, as well as some other things that you guys might suggest. But welcome to the show, everybody. Up here, up to the right, is the magic code. Dog, DAWG wants to save you 10% off the Tangent wallet. Today, I just got my Tangent 2.0, has the optional seed phrase option, which I do not recommend. I really don't. I really don't. Need to get away from seed phrases, but the kind of people are going to let me check this out and do something silly with it, I'm sure. That discount code for you guys is, again, DAWG's dog. The only drawback to a Tangent wallet that you need to be aware of is that you gotta have an NFC enabled phone for it. There are some other options and that don't require that, and we'll look at those shortly too. Hey, here's the daily crypto bubbles. Got bubbles here. Do we have sound on? I suppose I should go over here and check with the chat. Straga's in the house. Straga, my right hand man. How goes it, Straga? Bobby C, Supernova in the house. Bobby C says, hey dog, won't be able to stick around 4:30 work shift. Oh man, sorry about that. However, I'd like to let you guys know about KLS. Carlson, you cast a fork trading on Trade Ogre. Okay, we'll take a look at some of that. Have a great night, guys. All right, appreciate you for stopping by, Bobby. All right, so make a note of Carlson. KLS. Where'd you go, Pin? KLS. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we can see that we got a little bit of a mixed bag going on with our altcoins. Not too surprising. We come over to our indicators, which we always start the show with doing this. We got to talk about Big Daddy Bitcoin and move over with some indicators here. But see over here up to the right, my right, your left, whatever. Up here where my mouse is moving with little crosshairs. Right over here, y'all. Right here. Look, if you can't. All right. That's our Bitcoin dominance, man. It is going up. It's making a higher high than this one over here, right here. Higher than that. That's bullish. That is megaton bullish. It's kind of throwing a little damper on the altcoins, taking some of the spotlight, taking a lot of the spotlight off of our altcoins at the moment. But don't digress. We are still making the higher highs as also. Although maybe we'll get a little pullback. Now, these are the 4-hour charts for these things, but the biggest thing to notice is that, man, we got the dollar making a little bit of a comeback. Is it going to break out of that trend line? We're hoping not. We're hoping it gets rejected there, but if it starts going up and keeps going up, doesn't turn around and start going down, that could be an interesting scenario for, I don't know, the rest of this week. U.S. Tether dominance continues to drop as people get out of that nasty Tether and move it into altcoins and Bitcoin. It looks like Bitcoin is starting to steal the show. 55% of all the money in crypto is in Bitcoin. I also like to look at the bigger picture here on Total 3. It's the daily chart. It's the one that really matters in my personal opinion. We've been watching for some while. Just loosely following price here, inverted head and shoulders or a slanted channel. downward slanted channel. Both of them, which are very bullish for a breakout, which we got flagged out here, and now we're working on making some higher prices here. So overall, we can see a lot of money coming in altcoins. Now, I've got a target up here just based on the measured move of what price action we've had. 525 billion. Doesn't mean that it's going to stop there. Could be a little point where we kind of stagger around a little bit, but that doesn't by any means that we stop there. There is a lot of catching up to do, a lot of empty space that we can have right over here. And then we got continue, you know, there's little volume over here. You see the VRV, what is it? VRV, the VRVP, the Vibrator. It shows where the volume is right over here. There's not much. Not much. It's all been down in this area where we've been for the longest. So, in other words, to translate this very shortly, number going to go up in altcoins, maybe. You just might have to chill out, you know, it go up fast, and then they'll pull back, and then go up a little bit slow, kind of creep around while Bitcoin takes over. You know, it's a little back and forth kind of game, but we're kind of just stair-stepping, gradually climbing up. A lot like we did back in 2020. Back in 2020 when Bitcoin was in a very similar situation. No, oh, that's not it. That's us now. Back in 2020 when we looked almost exactly like that, doing very similar things right before we started seeing some very big numbers. Now, there were definitely pullbacks back then too. 2020, this is October, this is December. Wow, we'd already peaked out and made some nice highs there at 19,000. It had a nice little pullback from 19,000 all the way down to ouchie 16,222. Don't you know that the bears were screaming for $3,000 Bitcoin again at that time? Oh, I think they're still screaming for that same 3,000 sometimes now, and the same ones, but hey, even a broken clock is right twice a day, right? Currently, I am looking at this very bullish idea that, you know, if we break to the upside of this trend line, then we're going to go hella bullish. And gosh darn it, if it's not what we're doing right there, kind of just going up. And I'm putting all kinds of obstacles. I'm putting trend lines in front of Bitcoin and this and that. Oh, put one here. I put it down here, it broke through. I'll put another imaginary line there, and it's trying to break on through. Bitcoin's trying to break on through the other side, baby. She doesn't want to be around here anymore. Amazingly, making some very high highs, and we see 47,000 out of Bitcoin? What effect might that have out of our altcoins? It's not too far away from where we are right now at 44,000-ish. Hey, remember back when we were like $25,000 for Bitcoin? 25,000? And we were scared we were going back to 20, or at least YouTube was, right? Remember 30,000? That drop back there? Oof. I mean, it wasn't nice. Well, that was the $25,000 drop. That's where we stayed around for a while, but now look at us, huh? Yeah. Just amazing. 'Tis the season. And now we're in December of 2023. Coming up shortly on the happening for Bitcoin. Haven, how's it going, Haven? Maybe stop buying at least 12% of my main portfolio now. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into some juicy coins that are getting ready to do something, in my personal opinions. Now, these may not be your favorite ones, the sexiest coins out there, but these are ones that are showing that they're getting ready to perform. We've already seen others perform, and now they're showing signs that they're getting ready to. The majority of these are getting ready to have a golden cross on the daily. Some of them, when we look at, already have had one, but are still in a good buy zone area. Remember, it doesn't always mean buy that day. It means, you know, buy the next step down, the next pullback, if you get one. And some of them have got that. So one that I went over several times, Let me get me bearings here. We're going to incorporate, for some of you guys that don't know what the hell some of these are, never heard of them, have no clue about it. Well, the first one we're going to take a look at tonight is none other than QNT Quant. Often called the Ben Franklin of crypto because it loves to hang around the $100 mark lately, Quant has now risen to $111. Nay, I say almost dang near close to $112. That's amazing, Quant. Glad that pep talk kind of helped you out there. Maximum supply for Quant is 14 million, and that's why I like it. Circulating supply is also 14 million. Almost all of these little boogers are out there in circulation, giving this a $1.6 billion market cap for Quant. Quant, can you add a zero? I think you can, but gosh darn it, aren't you slow doing it? Can you move faster, Quant? Quant has an all-time high of $427 right over here. Now, to me, that's pretty dang good. And being fortunate enough to pick up some Quant around $50 was also very good. But darn it, she put the brakes on around 90 to 100 and hung out there forever. But now she's showing some signs that QNT is finally ready to do something. And we're going to take a look at that right here. First, we're going to take a look on the weekly chart. Now, the weekly chart right here for QNT, and I am over on the Binance chart. You can find this in several different exchanges. Now, I say it is on Mexi, Nominex, Coinbase has this, BitGet has it, Pinex has it. Lots of places have QNT available. Now, where we are on QNT, we've broken above this very important level here, this $100 area. You can see with the VRVP indicator that is our little magical line there. I'm going to go ahead and turn that little guy off there. Targets that I have for this coin are $118, which it may struggle a little bit to get past, but once it does, I'm looking for actually $132. Now, how am I getting that? Well, I'm getting that from this pattern here, this channel that we're in, and we got a breakout above that. Now, taking the measured move from that, putting it right there at the breakout, that gives me a target of about $131, $132. The reason why I like this so much and what I've got to share with you today is that we are now getting this gorgeous buy signal right here on the daily chart. Let me just circle this right here. And this is where this blue line, the 50-day moving average, has crossed very bullishly over this yellow line, the 200 daily moving average over. And that means, folks, things are about to get good. Good things are happening now. We're about ready to turn this thing around. We're about ready to take this little goat by the horns and woo, doggy. She's getting ready to do some nice things, just to say it nicely. So $132 is definitely on the table here. Now, currently we've snuck up from $106 up to 111. There may be a chance for a pullback. There usually is. So we're going to look at this as a possible trade setup. Let's say we get a pullback to about $108. Can we be that generous? Let's say you FOMO in, adjust your numbers accordingly, but a nice tight stop loss. You could afford to even go below, I believe, the 200 daily moving average there. That's just about 7%. That's not bad at all. Gives you a risk to reward ratio of about 3 to 1 coming up here to $131 for a 22% gain. Now that's not bad, but Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is just the appetizers, as when you zoom out on this guy, and that's why I like to zoom out to the weekly. But little darlings, I believe we got some much bigger fish to fry. Past $132, that little trade setup. Oh my, I'm actually looking at $173, even up to $197. So when you look at it from that point of view, that's pretty nice and juicy, if I do say so myself. Nice 63% possible return on QNT. Of course, this will be, should I say it? Do I need to say it? Do I necessarily need to say it? In time. She's a turtle. Goes really slow. Let it move. Let it go slow. So just know that getting in, Quant has been a turtle mover, but does make some nice quick moves every once in a while. The last one that made that was really nice got up to $228. Now, there is a possibility that we are ultimately, when you do zoom out here in the big picture, we're just slowly working our way up to that level so that we can do what we call, in technical analysis, is a double bottom. And these are just one of the most beautiful patterns in the world that you can get into in crypto, in my personal opinion. That one's a little pointy, but you know, hey, you cannot expect perfection. Some might say that would be an Adam and Eve double bottom. That would be this point making an Adam and Eve. And yeah, we could do that. Some people would say this is the, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to look for a breakout, and that would be of this falling kind of wedge pattern, falling wedge, or maybe ascending triangle. Taking that little measured move right there, putting it to our nice little breakout area. And you know what I do when they come back and test the trend line and ride it to the downside before turning around? That's where I put the measure move at, and that's how we're getting $197 possible out of QNT. Nice little trade there. That one would be an 85% gain over time on this little swing trade. QNT, man. Now, once that we do make it back up to this little area, that does become a neckline on the much bigger picture of things. And just to give you a little hope of where QNT could possibly go overall, we do have a measure move that we can take there. And that gets us up to $411. So there's your bigger targets. Now you guys just opening a little bag, wanting to hodl your little brains out until you reach those good numbers. Well, that's 285% gains possible playing this on the long haul. And believe me, it's going to take it a little while to get there, unless it just wants to prove me wrong and do something crazy like it did back here, went from 150 up to 430 in just a matter of, I don't know, about 4 to 6 weeks there. That's what I got for a QNT. Put that one on your radar for the daily. It's showing signals she is ready to go up. Whoa, what did you do? It's not. Even says, do your thing, Road Dog. You know, many recently big and AIOZ breakout last week. AIOZ was doing nice. Is that one on my list? Not for tonight, but AIOZ is doing nice. I think you're the one who brought that one up, though, right? Uh-oh, Froggy rugged. Tell me no. Really? Well, that sucks. Sorry about that, man. They even took the tacos? Tell me they didn't take the tacos, man. No, you never take the taco. You never mess with a man's taco. Never. Never mess with a man's taco. We bring us some machetes. Jump up that Torozo. right, so Q and T's looking kind of hot, I think. We're going to quickly take a look at this one. This is DCR. This is Decred. This is one that I look at pretty often here on the channel, but I just want to bring this up that this one's also getting ready to shoot off to the moon after we get a 50 moving average cross over the 200 right there. Juicy. And for any of you playing the short term spot, I'm not sure if they do perpetuals on this. They might be available. But a breakout of this flag pattern, 57% chance that this will break to the upside. Could give you a nice little measured move for starters, for edits, if you will. Up to $19.48. We're sitting at $14.89, and look, that's our doc. That doesn't make me a millionaire. Well, it's baby steps, Yoda. Baby steps, baby Yoda. So got to look you up. Look, a 10% stop loss below this low here, which if you're in accumulation zone and stop loss, yeah. I mean, this is one that I want to hold. I again go over this one because this one just totally shocked the crap out of me last run when it went from $12. Pretty much a straight kind of run up on the weekly chart to just about 250. Yeah. Just a strong, quick, nice move. You don't believe me? I show it all the time. I go to the weekly, and that's it. Yeah, we were down here, and then we were way up here. This time, I'm not selling too early. I'm holding on to this baby. She's doing some damage. So you can also look at this as being a falling wedge. One of my most favorite patterns to trade in the world is the falling wedge. 68% chance they do break to the upside. You would take a measured move if you use Bukowski's measured move. You would take it from the top to there and then look at 61%. Well, isn't that special? What does that mean? You'll move it down here to right there to that little 618 on the Fibonacci, and then you put it right there. However, if you want to cheat on this, you just go right to that top. You just bring it right down straight to that bottom, and that's good enough for you because that does basically right around the same thing. Isn't mathematics just kind of awesome? Can you replicate that? I don't know. It looks good right now, don't it? Shut up. So, but there's also an idea that you would take this one. Now, I find that one kind of interesting. For these situations, I like to just use the straight out Fibonacci, and I like to look for this guy right here, the 618. That's coming in at about $47.21. And I also like to, just for those times in the markets when it's feeling antsy, feeling a little overzealous, I like to mark the 786 area in the 886 Fibonacci areas. Now that's currently coming in at $62 and $56. Those make some juicy extra credit targets, just in case the market gets just a little hairy around there. And DCR gets a little bit feisty. But nay, I say, will I sell off there? No, not me. Although I might take a little bit of profit on up a little bit of ways. Getting up to the 618 Fibonacci area there from this trade setup with the, ooh, that one's up way too much. You gotta figure out your stop losses. Oh, we're not even there, no wonder. I'm not even at current price. No wonder your stop loss looks so weird. That's a little bit better. Looking about a 17-to-1 risk reward ratio or better. 231% gains. Seeing this one go from $19.48 all the way to $48. Yeah, it's going to happen, and higher. Up to $56. That would be almost 300% gains. You're looking at over 3xing. You throw $100 into this, you come out with dang near 400. About 350 almost, I believe. Right here, 334% gains if you get antsy and decide you like this coin and decide, you know, hey man, I'll wait till $62 to do anything. We're at $20 right now, right? Yeah. 20, 40, 60. And then what I put in, gosh, that just made it worth holding, this little guy. You can also stake this one, but it looks like a little bit more of a tedious process than most people would be used to. It's an old school kind of project. I like it personally, but we're not going to spend any more time here because we spent enough here looking at DCR. You DCA into DCR and you'll be doing all right. Let's see the next one, and it's about dang time. And I think we looked at this one. May have looked at it last night. This is Kadena. Did I release this on the video today? Gosh darn it, you're not even keeping it up with what you're doing. Kadena's getting ready to get on a tear, in my personal opinion. It is also got that coveted, glorious, beautiful, gorgeous 50 moving average crossing over that 200. On the daily, man, we want that. That's what we're waiting for. That's what we're gearing up. That's our countdown right there for blast off. That's what we're looking for after accumulation. Now, sometimes it doesn't always go straight up. Sometimes they go and they kind of fizzle. Meaning that they'll go up a little bit, they'll come back and they'll touch base with the 200 moving average again. And you know, it's a little give and take there. Sometimes they do exceptionally well. But it's what we want to see. And of course, with Kadena, we also have a falling wedge pattern. It's like a DCR, decred we just looked at. Flagging out after that, that's usually a good sign to look for. You get a falling wedge or a triangle pattern and you go out and you make like a little bull flag after that. Pretty gorgeous. Pretty good sign. Well, a pennant. Pretty good sign that there'll be more upside coming from that. Just a little note. So looking for Kadena, the head, it's way up to 89 cents, up to 115, 116, and 141 and beyond. Kadena. 220 is not out of the question. It's been these prices before. I've seen it there. $6. Yeah. Kadena, got big plans for you, baby. Let's go do it, Kadena. Just you and me, baby. Together. Let's make a new life, Kadena. Or Kadena, not so fast. Wait for me. Here's one that you didn't see coming at all. This one is called Sand. Yeah, some of you guys hate this coin. I don't blame you. I've been burnt by sand before. This thing gets hot. It'll burn you. Sand, let's take a look at this one. The sandbox currently trading at 44.8 cents, almost 45 cents there. $3 billion maximum supply, which at one time I looked at that and said, gosh darn it, what's wrong with you guys? That's way too many. Seems to be the norm, and now it seems to be, wow, a breath of fresh air to actually see one at only 3 billion. Congratulations, Sand. You've come of age now. Circulating supply is 2.1 billion, so there's still almost 1 billion out there ready to just come down on our heads when you least expect it. But the market cap for this is a little under 1 billion. Now, can you go up higher? And we know that you can because you've done it. All-time high for Sandbox was $8.40. Does that give your attention? That was 2 years ago. All-time low was a little over 3 cents, and we haven't hit back there yet. Nope. People not selling their sand. There is potential for us to get back to those juicy areas, so we could be looking to add a 20x possibility or possibly more, depending on what they've got going on in their metaverse. So Sandbox, I liked it. I've got a target, a bigger, longer term target setting up here about 98 cents for Sandbox on this daily. This one is getting that juicy. Lovely 50 crossing the 200 moving average right here. Now, Sand was kind to me and nipped down to my juicy little buy box right here around 36 cents, right on up to about 38. Ooh, that was, toward the end of November there as it kind of tested that 200 moving average. But right now, we're bouncing off of that 200 moving average, and like a lot of other coins that we're looking at right now, we're also getting a flag out of a breakout, also giving us a measured move, a nice little target to look at. Short term for Sandbox would be applying that measured move at the breakout. Can you guys believe? About 59 cents. Measured move for this flag. We're currently sitting at 45. Now from here to there, for all you FOMOers, oh my God, I gotta get Sand. That would be a nice 32% return. What you need to look for is to make sure that we make a higher high and that we keep that higher high, or else we're just doing an M pattern and we can come down. That's the risk that you would take trying to buy the toppy tops. Don't recommend it myself, but hey, better late than never when it comes to the one that can make 20%, 20x gains from the price that it's at currently right now, because she is slowly, like most of the coins, working their way up. And after getting that buy signal, well, it's definitely coming. 96 cents, 97 cents, 98 cents are the targets that I would at least look for. I like those because they are the measured moves from this bigger channel that we broke out of to the upside, and let that only just be the start of it. We can also be looking at $1.42, $1.43 back in those areas for a longer term target, and gosh, that gets you from a 168 possible return at 96 cents going all the way up to here. If you can diamond hand it, almost a 300% return at $1.43. So nice possibilities going on right there for Sand, whether you want a small trade, a medium trade, or a large trade. We've got your order here at the Road Dog Crypto Show today. The wrong price with that. I knew you was going to say it. I knew it. Just buy one Caspa. I like that. Let's take a look. Did we look at AIOZ? Did we look at that one tonight? Let us take a quick look at this one. Shabanga-danga. Oh, what are you doing, baby? Oh, you getting your little pullback. Yeah, she's so cute. Whoa, I don't remember when I put this there. I think it was after the breakout, right? Because if it comes below this line here, we'd be screwed. Okay, so it was... to make sure it wasn't over that. Maybe I should draw them out to where we're at, so there's no mistaking. So my theory on AIOZ is that we can still come back to the bottom of this trend line for a bounce, and we might. We're in the middle of a green cloud, so it's kind of iffy, and usually it does like to suck us to the downside, but here for some strange reason it sucked us right back up to the top. So I'm like, okay, I'll go along with that. I'll ride with you. I'll play your silly little game. Let's see what you want to do with this. I'm cool with it. This is when I like to look to the bigger time frames, and it's kind of hard to do with all that riffraff on here, these little trade setups. But there could be a pullback. It's very possible, coming back to about 9 cents for AIOZ. Could happen. Don't want to see it happen. At some point, we are kind of a little bit away from that 9-moving average. We're on the 3-day there. That does not mean that it has to happen, although seeing that on the daily that we're now below the 9-moving average, pullback is in order. Well, let's hope it doesn't come all the way back to the 21. We don't want to break this trend line. That's the message I'm trying to send home. We don't want to break that trend line. If it breaks, have to look at this one sideways. There could be some downward action. I mean, bigger, or a lot of sideways chop. But right now she's doing just fine. And on the 4 hour, not want to sound like a negative Nelly here, but I mean, even though we're in the slimy green cloud and not the greatest thing, we're below the 50 moving average, not the greatest thing. We are above the 9 moving average, and that's hope. That's hope, my friends. On the 4 hour, that's a good thing. That's like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood on a sunny day. It's all right. We like that because it crossed over the 21 moving average. So we just got to get out of this green cloud, and you don't usually just see that. I mean, you can, but it's not the norm. So I got my eye on you. I'm not trusting you. Biggest thing to remember is that we got a breakout, man. So hey, man, these breakouts mean something. If nothing else, if nothing else, we should at least hit this measured move area of about 18.8 cents, and we're sitting at 14.6, and you know, that's generally considered a pretty good thing by most people. Coming down the smaller time frames, man, yeah, she's just got a nice pullback. The good thing to say is it got a higher low, at least low, and that one's higher, so we're going to the upside. But she's got some, man, there's some baggage that need to work out right here. There's some issues, some relationship issues going on right. You got to kind of give them a back room, let them fight, fuss, whatever, and make up and all that for a little bit, and then we should be good. It happens. Did you know that Cosmos where are you? Good Lord, looking at you way back there, huh? Yeah, I remember you. Because $8 was a steal back then, and I still think it is for Cosmos. It's back when I could trade Binance. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to draw your attention to the coin featured before your eyes right now on this chart, as this is Atom. This is the one, the only Cosmos, which is doing some dang good things right now at a juicy price of just $9.83. Now, what do I find that is so appealing about this, other than the fact that, you know, we got these two touches here, three if you count that, right? Of this bottom area, giving us a double bottom. Now, eventually, how this usually pans out is that we kind of go through some rigmarole, come back up here to this juicy area, which will be about $17 for Atom. After we do that, we get a nice little measured move that gives us an even higher target. Now, this is long term. I've got some shorter term plays to go over in just a second, but right now we're just kind of looking at the bigger picture, seeing what's possible with Atom here, what's realistically possible, what's likely to play out. And this is one scenario that is likely in time to play out, not as beautifully as I've drawn it. You should, though, because it's pretty. Can't go backwards. I understand. Breaks the rules. But up to $28 for Atom, that's currently trading at $9 right now. So you tell me, is that a good one? Is that a good come up? Now currently there is a measured move for this descending triangle that we have right here. And depending on where we actually get our measured move, that could take us into the neighborhood of about $21 or $22. So we also got that thing to contend with. For you more conservative folk out there that just want to go with this little channel here for your measured move, well, I can entertain that idea too, although I think it will try to go much higher than a mere $19, but I will swing with you on that. Anything to let you know that, hey, Atom's getting ready to come up, and remember, she got up to about $45 before. This one's been a great one to get airdrops with if you have this one staked, or if you got this was working with pools, especially on the Osmosis decks. But very nice. But if you can see, overall we're in a falling channel there. You can also look at this one right here that fell. that we broke out of with volume down here at the bottom. Very nice. The biggest thing that I would want to draw your attention to on Atom to finally convince you that, hey, maybe this is, my last chance to get on the ship before it sells, is this 50 crossing the 200 daily moving average, which does not happen every day. Hasn't happened in a long while for Atom. Is it always gorgeous, meaning always turn around upside? No, not always. It does need to be in a pattern with a breakout, and we're starting to work on that. But it does mean some upside, turning around higher highs, higher lows. So juicy things for Atom. Now for you short-termers out there looking for something, you in and out on those leverage trades, oh my gosh, well, you're not out of luck either. There is actually kind of a bigger play that might be coming up for you. This little flag formation that we're breaking out of already. As soon as we confirm this higher high about $10.60, we should be in the clear to continue on up to about $13.58. So shorter term, guys, again, waiting for that little bounce from this confirmed higher high. Can net you a nice little gain for you leveraged bear lovers. 28% on spot alone is pretty juicy. Add 10x to that. On leverage, if you dare, that's a lot. That's a lot. 3 to 5, baby. Go 3 to 5. You too, if you want to do it safely. I'm just saying, don't give up all your money. Don't listen to all the hype. Striga says he would like to have extra large fries. Me too, man. You know what I like? I kind of like Wendy's with those Frosties, man, because I like to dip those fries into the Frosty. But also like a milkshake with my fries together. I don't know, call me crazy. I like it. Milkshake and hamburger go together real good too. Guys, you remember DOT? That was the Abraham Lincoln of crypto, hanging around $5 mark for what seemed to be ever, sometimes dipping down to 4 and 3, being confused. Also breaking out of a channel here, flagging out, breaking out of that flag. What? How many different ways do I need to tell you that DOT getting ready to go up? Number is going up here on DOT. Right here we got the 50 crossing the 200 daily moving average for DOT, getting that breakout also on DOT of a nice falling or a nice bull flag. Just that alone will get us up to about $7.46. Now notice here that on DOT we've just now cleared this area. This area about $5.90. That is our higher high. We may come back and retest that. That would be a great place to try to shoot a limit order in. But from that area just up to that first juicy target that we got to complete this trade. Say I'm a latecomer. I'm going to take the safe, the most I don't know if you'd say it's the most conservative or the most risky. Usually when price gets above that last high there, it's usually a shoe-in that is going to keep going higher. So a lot of people sometimes they will wait for that as their buy-in moment or add to moment in a trade. So you can put a nice stop loss somewhere underneath that line. If you come back below it, it sucks. It's not worth playing. But a nice 26% gain just on that trade alone. And do remember, when you zoom out, looking at the much bigger picture, buying DOT even at $6 is not bad considering to the mega prices that it can go at $10.54, $16.50. And if we zoom out to this weekly chart, look at the bigger picture. I'm talking about moving on up to about $36. Now, how does that catch you? 6x from where you are right now. $100 becomes $600. You get what I mean? And you can stake this and earn DOT in the meantime as we slowly rise up there. That's my game plan. So I'm very pleased to see that DOT is making a nice big play out of this. And if you think you're late, well, no, you're not. You're just at a time to get started. Here's one that you didn't see coming. This one's available on Osmosis Dex, and it is also available on, I think, KuCoin. This is Sentinel DVPN. I've done some videos on this one. Let's check out where it is available from. Okay, Osmosis mostly. So if you do like Osmosis, I would like to see this one go to some more exchanges, expand out. This one's been around for a little while. All-time high for this coin was 5 cents. That was 2 years ago. It's in at 0.0005 now. To get to 5x, to do that again, that would be 100x. So this one does have some possibilities. Now this one's got 25 billion, a lot of coins. Total supply, circulating supply is 16. It sounds like Cardano or something crazy, right? Market cap is tiny right now, $8 million. $8 million. That can easily add a 0 or 2. Going to $80 million would give you the 10x. Your $100 becomes 1,000. It going to a 10x, which is possible with this coin, and especially now, because this one's kind of unique. This is a decentralized virtual private network like your other VPNs. I use IP Vanish, but this is a blockchain oriented one. You can pay in this token. This has been around for a while, has a use case, Web3. Great idea to consider for a dark horse up and comer. And the beautiful thing that I've got to say about it, that right now, not yet, it has not happened, but it's headed that way where the 50 moving average will cross that 200. Front run that at your own risk, but it looks like price could be coming down to this 21 moving average area, about 0.00048. We're all sitting here underneath a fraction of a penny, which can give you some enormous gains if it goes up. So this one's one to at least put on your radar. We've had it in a setup over here before, looking for an easy 100% gain. I haven't quite got that yet. This one's been a slow mover before. Just know she still can be, but like some of the other patterns that we looked at, when you do zoom out, like on the weekly chart, you're seeing the possibilities of these nice bottom patterns, more like an Adam and Eve type structures, and the double bottom patterns. And even though it has a wick up there, that does give us a nice kind of guess about how this will play out, and then what it can do afterwards. And just going by this alone, well, just the breakout from the channel that's in alone can get us up to 0.00126. Now that's almost a 300% gain. Doing the much bigger pattern, if you can see that, where we have this and this, well, that also has a nice measure move, which can take us all the way up to 0.00232. I mean, just imagine when this one gets up to a penny. For that could take it all the way up to, what is it, 633% gains. Buy near in the bottom. If you're looking for one and you thought, oh man, the whale's already bought, it's too late to get in on this project, on that project, just know that this one, this is bottom, this is accumulation territory all through here on this and other coins like it. Ones that have a use case and that can actually do some good things, this is when you start putting in some money, even if it's just a small amount, even if it's just $100. See where that will get you, more if you can. And then when it actually gets up to those juicy nice big numbers, and that portfolio has just 10x 20x 30x 50x, and you're like, that was one of the best decisions I've ever made. When it gets up to 8 cents, 5 cents, 6, 7 cents, 8 cents, my gosh, remember, It got up to, on this particular chart, it got up to 47 cents. And we're at a fraction of a penny right now. You can get 20 of these for a penny. This one could be an interesting play. Another one that is taking off, we got to take a look at is Alex. Alex Lab. We're going to look at the one over on MEXC here. We're going to look over here on the daily. Why are you looking at the daily? Alex Labs, ladies and gentlemen, is coming in at 16.3 cents with a maximum supply of 1 billion. Only about 64% of that is out in circulating supply, 640 million. We got a small market cap still at 100 million, meaning that it is still early to get in Alex, even though it's up at high highs, right? At 16 cents. Remember, this thing was at a cheap, low. All-time high so far for Alex was 2 days ago when it popped up to 24 cents. We got a pullback right now. Another sign that, hey, maybe there's a chance to jump in before she takes off again. All-time low was when it was just over a penny, and that was last year. Can you imagine? Well, that was a 24x if you got in back then and held tight. Not possible. 16x now if you got in back then, right? But who did, right? Can't blame it. Alex is a DEX that is over on the Bitcoin chain. Very cool. Got some cool things going over there. I use this myself. I am playing around with the BRC20 tokens and things like that. So everything related to Bitcoin is going to benefit, especially the layer 2s and the DEXs and the coins and the tokens over on it. So Alex, why are you not looking at it? Why are you ignoring it? It may be one that you might want to get involved with. Right now, she is going to be going through a pullback. We're getting a cross over here on the 4-hour over the 21. So I do expect her to come back, probably retest this 13.5 cent area, maybe as low as 12.5 cents. So you're looking for a juicy buy zone to get in on Alex. Anywhere down there, my gosh, as close to 11 cents as you can get, I think personally is a great place to buy Alex. Should that opportunity arise. So I'm looking right here as a nice juicy buy zone, and we'll also pull out our Fibonacci and take a swing high to swing low to swing high there. We'll also identify that as the nice, beautiful Fibonacci area, the golden pocket area right up there to this 0.65 to 618. For all you technical nerds out there that love that kind of stuff, there you go. Basically, you want to buy this thing on a pullback because she's doing something nice. Coming back to the 618 pullback sounds beautiful for a nice setup. To this guy at 32 cents. Yeah, I see that happening. I actually want to predict this. I just think it's your typical 618 1-to-1 play. I expect Alex to do something like that, which is kind of nice, man. When you think about it, if you can get this guy at 14 cents, there's 132% gain up to our target at 32 cents for Alex Labs. Yeah. And higher. This is related to Bitcoin. This little guy is taking off. The most beautiful thing that I can still point out again is that the 50 is crossing the 200 moving average. That is your buy signal on the daily. It has not happened yet, but by tomorrow, it should probably happen. Doesn't mean buy today, but that means buy the next pullback you got. So it pulling back to this area about 13 cents, probably a good idea for Alex for some more upside there. You can also do some things with it, stake it, pool it, use it in DeFi. That's what it's there for. But she's got some more upside. So I gotta say some gems. Now, here's one that someone, I can't remember who right off. Clintex, that's been requested here on the show. That one's looking awesome. Dude. She is just now coming into our juicy little buy zone. Let's do this one some justice here. All right, we're checking out Clintex CTI. It's coming in at 2.3 cents. 2.3 cents. There is 191 million maximum supply, about half of that out in circulation. 83 million. Tiny market cap, under 2 million. This one could be a gem pick, and it is starting to get some attention, some eyes, and you might want to get you some. Clintex Clinical Trials Intelligence, new medicine, faster, safer, smarter. Currently, efficiency issues in clinical trials are costing between $600,000 to $8 million per day and are significantly delaying the delivery of new medicine to patients in need. We want to change that. So you guys can do a little bit more research, but it's kind of interesting. Clinical Trials Intelligence is a distributed technology platform that incorporates predictive data analytics, machine learning, AI, and the innovative use of smart contracts to drive significant quality and operational improvements in clinical trials. So, kind of an interesting, neat case for blockchain, and we know blockchain can be used in a lot of very valid use cases other than NFTs and just trading. I mean, there's actually some revolutionary things you can do with blockchain technology, and clinical trials can definitely benefit from that. So could our legislation, like the Senate and Congress. Just saying. But CTI is in this juicy buy zone. If I was going to give a warning out, I would say just to draw this trend line on it right here. If we break below that, break below this 200 moving average on the daily, breaking down below 18 cents, then, you know, we could see a hiccup in the plan here. But this one is showing some great signs for some more upward action, a nice new up-and-comer, new crypto. Now, Clintex is available right now on KuCoin, Gate.io, and gosh darn it, is that it? Is this why I don't have you? La token. Now, there is an Ethereum address, so I would not be surprised if it's not available. I own a decentralized platform with that contract address, and that's how I'm personally going to try to look at this. So what I like about this on the daily, and I've mentioned that, she's just looking good, man. I mean, even if it were to come back and retest the 200 moving average at 1.8 cents, we're currently sitting at 0.23 cents. I mean, the upside that this coin could have, especially just the bigger picture scenario. I mean, zoom out here through the 3-day chart, folks. We're looking at this one possibly going the measure move we have when you zoom out up to 16.5 cents. We're sitting at what, 2 cents now? That's a nice gain. It's 556% gains out of CTI Clintex possible. And that's not even getting up to the humongous market cap that it could easily add several zeros onto this. So interesting one. It may be a little bit early before its application. But don't you want to get in early? Aren't you looking for those opportunities to get in early? Well, this is one. Doesn't have to be the one that you take, but it's just the one I'm throwing out there that you definitely be early. Do your research, check it out, look at the white paper, see what they're doing, see if it resonates with you, and if it does, man, you can make some life-changing money with this one right here. I believe. CTI, what are you doing on the smaller time frames here? You're in my buy box, is that right? Great. You're in my buy zone. I'm going to see if you're available. Are you available, CTI? Over on Uni? Are you available in Uniswap? We'll paste you in there. It's got CTI Clintex right there. Road Dog's gonna FOMO into his buy zone. Once in a while, I'll do this. Gonna do this on my Tangem, the original Tangem wallet, because it's easy to do it that way. I like it. Very secure wallet. Don't forget your discount code DAWGDOG. Whether you use it now or it just sticks in your head and you'd use it 3 years from now. What was that? Dog, save 10%. Tangent wallet. Just saying. All right, darling. I'm going to do my wallet connect here. Do I need to switch this? I always wonder about this. Take me picture. Do me connections. I feel very connected right now. Do you feel connected? I feel very connected. I said connect. Oh yeah, I gotta do it over here. Start. So I gotta clear it on your phone here. Trade crypto and NFTs on Uniswap. Yes, that's what we're doing right now, baby. Connect. Not MetaMask. Lord, no, not MetaMask. Do I have to do this all over again? Gossip turns it. What? What are you doing? Stop. Don't make this. This is not supposed to be a hard thing. Launch the freaking app. Yes. Connect. We are going to connect to Wallet Connect, and I didn't want that to be there. That's why we moved it. Thank you. Wallet Connect. Seriously, this is a lot easier normally, but you know, because I'm doing it live. And there we are. We are connected. I'm going to select that. Where you at there, baby? CTI. And I'm going to get me some in my buy zone. Providing that there's not enough liquidity for this trade. You suck. Is there enough liquidity for that trade? Well, apparently I'm not getting CTI right now. All right. Well, that would just been a very uneventful thing for me, but I'm going to try to look for that after the stream tonight. Maybe Sushi Swap, something. Because I don't have access anymore to KuCoin or Gate.io because I live in the United States. So for you guys not in the US, CTI looks like a hot one, man. Lastly, my peeps. Should I say lastly? Chronotech.time. Oh, we got to talk about this guy. Guys, Chrono.tech time token trading just right under $20 right now. Now, the beauty about this one that I like is that 710,000 total supply. Circulating supply is that same amount. Market cap is very, very low, 14 million. This one can make some huge numbers. I mean, we're talking like BitTorrent or you went blank. We're talking like BitTow wow, that kind of growth out of this coin can make some serious zeros. Now, it's kind of an interesting play. It's a blockchain HR software solution using blockchain to streamline global access to working and payments. It's got a use case very interesting, very Web 3E, very useful to solve problems in human resources for business applications for blockchain. And this little guy is just starting to get on my freaking nerves, breaking that trend line right there. All right, so we were looking at a possible trade setup, but that has just flip-flopped, gone. Time has broken this trend line here, so that means more downside. We're looking about coming back to $17 for time. Possible. We're holding out here at the 100 moving average. Let me zoom out and take a look at this. This one kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting it to break that trend line. Here's the good things we got going on. We can still recover the 9 moving average, although I still don't trust that trend line. Eventually, we're going to come down and touch this 21. That's around 17 cents. Eventually, we can do that. We can, but we are still in the middle of this Ichimoku green cloud or red cloud. So we're in actually kind of like a safe zone. We're doing this with Bitcoin for months on the weekly chart. It usually turns out good where you get spit out on the other side and then you start riding the green cloud to the upside a lot higher. So we've got that going for us. The beautiful thing about time is that even though it seems so horrible that it broke that trend line, how dare you, man? Really? We did get the buy signal. 50 crossing the 200 moving average. So even though it doesn't seem it, chances are we're going to come down and touch those areas, 17.5 cents right there. My personal opinion, I think that is a great place to buy time. Because I expect a bounce there. And maybe we'll go to 16.5, retest this 100 moving average on the daily. Possible. But from here, she's going to get ready to do something. She's a little stubborn, a little bit of a slow mover, but I expect that when she finally starts to move, when you finally move time, that it will be a nice one. And see you go up to about $50 there and slowly work your way back up to 100 and 120 and beyond. Striga says time to get more time. While it's been sleeping, I've been getting more when it wicks down. You go, Striga. One of these days it will pay off, and gosh, this one like QNT, I'm telling you, man, they just test your patience. And Cardano. And XR, there's a lot of them. There are a lot of them. Guys, thank you so much for being with me tonight. It's 11:44. I'm going to call it a night. There are a few more coins on here, but I'll save them for tomorrow night. We can go over other ones just to have something to talk about. Appreciate you for being here, and trade carefully. Go out there and make that money. A lot of these coins are getting ready to pop off. Went over some great ones tonight, and if you appreciate that.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Just keep your eyes on the market. These watch list coins over here are pretty awesome too. Those are some hot ones to look at. Slim, NTX, Ferrum, NCDT. And there's some of them that we looked at there. Trade, I haven't looked at that one. Keep that one on your radar. Good night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Trade carefully, trade wisely. Remember, you're in crypto at the right time, man. You can make that life-changing money. You can do it on the spot. Spot trading. Push the button. Let these happy people go home, Road Dog. Let them go home. So they can... Let's go to bed so these people can go home.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog.
I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was about your life.
basic bullets with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Sure you like my vibe, that's my candy on my wrist. Bad habits, little rabbit. Now sit down, you can have it. I see it when you walk my way.
Gary was a man who thought he could do crypto, sharing at the SEC. Gary fooled us all, we thought he was a hero teaching blockchain at MIT. Well, get back, Lord, get back and leave crypto alone. Get back, Lord, get back and leave crypto alone. Get back, Gary.